Hello and welcome back everyone to another video of Developer's Guide. In this video we are going to learn about Firebase, how to connect it to our Android app. So let's get started. Firebase is a tool that gives you like a database support, backend support to your Android app or web app or iOS app, anything. Okay, so it has many features like Cloud Firestore. It is basically a real-time database. Okay, ML Kit, it is a really good thing. ML Kit, as you know, it artificial intelligence, machine learning. Cloud Functions. Cloud Function is basically you can write your scripts in Node.js, okay, JavaScripts, and you can run it from backend. So you don't need to update your application every time if you need to update the backend of your code. Okay, so it is a really good thing. You can just upload a new code at the backend and your app's code would be updated. You don't need to upload a new version on Play Store again. Authentication, it has many things like Google authentication, Facebook authentication, email ID, password authentication to authenticate your app. Hosting, this is really cool. It's free of cost hosting. You can host your website using this. Okay, cloud storage, you can store images and all other things, documents here. Real-time database, it's same as Cloud Firestore, but Cloud Firestore has many good features like querying is really easy in Cloud Firestore rather than real-time database. And these are some app quality improvement like Crashlytics, check whether your app is crashing, why it's crashing, and all the test labs, and app distribution. Okay, and like if you want in-app messaging and analytics, Google Analytics, and dynamic links. Like dynamic links, you see when sometimes you click on your web browser, like if you click on Facebook or YouTube in web browser, and if the app is installed in your laptop, or if the app installed in your mobile phones, so it shows launch using YouTube app. So that is dynamic link. Okay, so let's see some docs. Like here you can get docs for videos and everything for Android. Yeah, you can also add it for Unity is a platform for building games. Okay, so here you can get documentation for everything, like if you want documentation for authentication. Okay, so it will show introduction. Here you can see a YouTube video if you want to know more about authentication, and then if you want it for iOS, how to set up for iOS, Android, web, C++, Unity. Okay, so each and every platform has a code for it, and you can just go ahead and see. So here is the documentation. Now let's go to the console. This is Firebase Console. Okay, so console is opening up. This is the main thing in our app. This is the main thing in your Firebase. Here you need to create a new project and you need to connect Android and other apps to it. Like I'll show some of the projects that I've already created, but we'll create a new project right now. Now there are also paid plans, and but free plan is enough. Like until you have much users, it will not cost you any money. So you can see here are 4 apps that are connected. One is my Android app, one is my iOS app, one is my website, and one is my admin panel. Okay, so these are the things that are connected. 2 Android apps are connected. Okay, so now there are two ways of creating a new project. One I have already shown you using this console, and one you can go to your Android Studio, go to tools and click on Firebase. This is a much easier way, because in this way you will have when you create a project, see, you have to link, after creating a project you have to link your app using this. Okay, you have to link your app. like here plus. So you have to select a platform like Android, then you have to add your package name, Android app name, then you have to register app, then it will give you a JSON file, you have to add the JSON file here. So it's a very complicated process, but there is a much simpler process. It goes like this. Go to Firebase. Okay, now you can see all the things that you want to add. It's given here, like if you want to add authentication, so authentication, email and password authentication. Now connect to Firebase first. So it will start a connection dialog. Okay, and once it's done, it will get connected. If you run for the first time, so it will show you, it will open like a web browser, and there you sign in using your email ID and password. So you can see create a new Firebase project with the same name. Okay, and here you select a country, region, and then click on connect to Firebase. Now it's given connecting app to Firebase. Now once this process is completed, we will see that in our Firebase console a new project is created with this name, and this app is already linked to it. For linking an app, you need to add a SHA1 fingerprint. Okay, to like if sometimes this fails. So to get, if you want to know what is your SHA1 fingerprint, go to Gradle, app, Android, and click on signing report. Okay, so signing report is created, and this is your SHA1 fingerprint, SHA1 signature. Okay, just go and add it to your Firebase console app. Okay, so let's close this, and we can see our Android app is successfully linked and the project is also created. So let's reload it. Okay, so once it will reload, we can see our project to be displayed here. Okay, it's not shown here, I don't know why. Let me see. Sometimes it takes a bit of time to show here. Our latest projects are shown here. So right now it's not shown. I'll show you once it's shown. So now our project is finally linked, but the next thing we need to do is we need to add dependencies. Okay, so see, connect app to Firebase, it's connected. Now you need to add Firebase authentication to your app, and you can see here also documentation is given, like how you can add authentication to your app. So check current auth state and all these. So you can add these code, copy paste these code, and if you want to add Google sign in, Facebook sign in, so these things are. So now you need it will add dependencies to your Gradle file. So once the dependencies are added, we will see com.google.firebase auth, the implementation. Okay, and Gradle sync is in progress. Our app is syncing. In this video, I'll only tell about Firebase, and I'll only tell how to link your app to Firebase. In my next video, I'll cover Firebase authentication. Okay, we'll add Firebase authentication to our menus and dialogues app that we created in a previous video. So now configuration is done. Okay, all the dependencies, any dependency, any file that we are using, we need to give its package here. Okay, so once we give the package of the anything that we are using in Gradle, so we can use it in our app. Okay, so we have finally found our menus file here, menus and dialogues. Okay, so let's open this file, and you can see it's already linked here. Now we need to add authentication, so we have to set up sign in method here. See, this is disabled, enabled. So this I'll tell you in the next steps how to do it in the next video. For right now, and here is a dashboard. You can see, like, if in hosting how many people have opened your websites, how many times your functions has been called, Firestore, how many database connections have been made. So here all these things are shown. And then let us see MLKit features. Just go ahead and try everything. It is the only way to learn. Go ahead, do some. Okay, so you can see APIs. These are the APIs. You can use text recognition, face detection. Face detection is really good. You can get points on your face, where is nose, you can check what is the laughing probability and many things. Object detection and tracking. You can detect the object and tell what the object is, and you can also track that object. Image labeling, label every images that is shown. Okay. Landmark recognition, facial landmark recognition. Okay. And on device translation. This is on device. On device is basically you don't need to connect to the internet every time. And smart reply, what smart reply does is replies to your it replies to whatever text you give. Like if you do send hello, so it will give hi. So things like this. You can also train your ML model by giving a lot of images, and then there are also samples. If you want to get a few samples, like samples for analytics and authentication, in every language you get it. There is a GitHub code for everything. And here are a few multi-feature samples app, like a Fire Chat. This is the app. And then here are code labs. So Firebase gives its users a lot of support. If you are stuck somewhere, you can always contact Firebase support if some features are not working. Okay, so that was all for this video. Do make sure that you hit the subscribe button and give us a lot of love and support. Thank you for watching.